Hey, what's up everybody? Today, folks, I'm going to teach you why your anime/manga drawing heads suck. Okay, maybe not just suck, but why they don't look right. All right, let's get into it. Hey, what is up? My name is Tony. I am a Tokyo-based artist and illustrator, and let's just dive into it. Like, look, I know you guys want to learn how to draw manga and anime, but you might be wondering, why do my faces look like crap? Why do they not look normal? Why do they look kind of weird? Why do they all suffer from the same face syndrome, or I like to call dead, emotionless, lifeless face syndrome? Now, to break it down, basically, I think the main problem is this one thing. You guys have no idea about structure. And I think if you understand structure, that'll make when you're drawing your anime girl heads or like manga cat princess or whatever, if you understand these basic principles of structure, of how the face actually is put together, I think it'll improve your artwork a lot. All right, let me give you an example. You've seen the ones where you got this sharp chin girl, gonna break some ice with her chin. And that equals anime. No, wrong. That is bad. No, wrong. Don't do that. That is not what we want to do here. This is really bad. Don't do that. Why does this look bad? Besides it just being a bad drawing, it's because there's no proper structure. Now, with these small little lessons and tips, I think you too will be crushing it and making amazing art. All right, let's fix the problem. It all comes down to this: the skull. So we're going to start with a nice circle. We're going to subdivide it across the center, right? So this will signify our brow ridge. Next up, we want to work out the placement of the eye sockets, where your eyeballs live, right? So we're just going to do some eyeball sockets right here. Now, an easy way to remember how these look is just think about aviator sunglasses. That's what I do. And about from here is the nose. This is where the nose is, right? The next major landmark is roughly where the chin is. And I like to measure halfway from the end of the nose nasal cavity down to the chin, which is about here. And then usually 2/3 of the way to the top is where your mouth is. Right, so let's draw in some teeth. Get the jawline in here. And this, roughly speaking, is an average human head. Now you might be thinking, what the hell does this have to do with anime faces? Just hang on, just bear with me, hang on. All right, so we just draw in some eyeballs. Okay, better. Some of the basic measurements to know is that usually the eyes, they land halfway across the face, right? And from the brow ridge to the base of the nose is roughly the same distance from the brow ridge to the base of the nose to the chin. And then this right here, if you break it up into thirds, this usually gives us our hairline. So I like to look at it in thirds. All right. Now this gives you a rough idea of what the proportions we're looking for. Now that we got these measurements, let's simplify it. So what gives anime and manga such broad appeal is that it's a stylized face. And I think because of that, it kind of messes people up. They get too caught up in the stylization that they don't think about structure. So here we go. We're going to subdivide this head right here. And we know that the eyes are roughly halfway through, right? Usually equidistant apart depending on what kind of style you're doing. We know the nose, depending on how cute it is roughly here. And then we know the mouth is here. All right, so now I'm going to take out my red pencil here and let's work on that balance. There you go. So if you could just simplify it to these shapes, you got a basic skull, right? Now, why I like this method so much is you can adapt it to whatever style you want. Say you like really big eyes, you can do it like that. Say you like long faces. You could do that too. The big thing is, all these faces are based on a bone structure. This will give it nice balance. You won't have eyes sliding off in the corner, making things look all weird, because you know where the bones are, right? It'll allow you to have more dynamic head shapes, right? This is so much cooler than having the same old ice pick chin girl with the open mouth. It makes no sense. Stop it. Don't do that. Now you can have really cool looking, original looking characters because you're basing it off of actual skulls. Anyway, so let's put all this to what we've learned to use. So, So we know where our eyes are. We know where the nose is. And we know where the mouth, and then we know that this is about a third of the way. So we're gonna put in some, put in the chin. Put in the mouth. Put in the eyes. Put in the eyebrows. And we know that about a third of the way here, between there, is where the hairline is. Gonna put in the ears. And there you go, a basic face. Now we can go back in and style it any way you want, but you can have your big anime girl eyes if you want, but at the same time, you can have proper structure behind everything and know why things are the way that they are. So let's look at it in kind of a 3D mode. So we know our eye sockets are here. We know our nasal cavity. We got our jaw here. Here we go. Now this is a design based a little bit more on reality. So let's clean it up and I'll show you what it looks like. Yeah, so there you have it. It is a basic anime manga girl face, but this time with a little bit more proper proportions as far as how the face is balanced out. I know there's a lot of different ways you can approach doing this, but I feel that understanding the base structure of the face underneath the skin, the skull, and getting basic measurements down will make your drawings look a lot better, and you don't end up with drawings like this. I hope this helps you out and helps you improve your drawings. I think if you understand the basic structures of the face, I think it'll give you a more dynamic face, more evenly balanced face, and you can have room to experiment with face shapes, which will give you a more unique look and not have the same face syndrome, which I think a lot of people suffer from when they're drawing this type of this stylized art. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. It's Tony. Peace. Later. Bye.